Hey guys, welcome to another Thursday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick, and today I'm going to open up something that I've been waiting for quite a while now, and I've got this whole story about how I was kind of scammed on the first one I bought, but I finally got my new Fluance RT85 turntable. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on the link down below and go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. I know I say it every week, but it's kind of a growing place to kind of continue this music conversation. It's not just about vinyl records. We talk about CDs and concerts and new releases and all sorts of stuff that's on there. But so it's kind of a cool place to check out. Also, make sure you, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Also, there's a link down below for the Vinyl Den merch page. If you want to buy, I think we got t-shirts and some sweatshirts and some other stuff on there. So go ahead and check that out also. So I'll try not to be too long-winded with the story because I want to get to open this thing up. But for the last probably year or so, I guess really ever since I got my U-turn last year, I've been wanting to get a different turntable, because I know the U-turn's a really great turntable. It's definitely a big upgrade over the Audio-Technica that I had previously. I think it was the LP60 is what I had originally. And, so I got the U-turn last year. I actually did a video on how I got it for free. I'll put a link above for that. But ever since then, I've been wanting to upgrade to kind of a more higher-end turntable. I know there's a bunch of different options out there, but I kind of going back and forth and talking to some other guys that, have kind of a wide variety of different turntables. I kind of settled on the Fluance RT85 just because of, the kind of the upgrades that it has that's kind of standard that you have to kind of upgrade to with some other turntables, some higher end turntables. It's got the Ortofon blue cartridge on there. It's got an acrylic platter that comes standard. So that's kind of where I went. And, I kind of decided probably within the last, I'd say since the beginning of the year, I kind of decided that's the avenue I was going to go down. I was kind of going back and forth between that, Audio-Technica LP120. There's a project I was looking at also. So there's a couple of different ones I was looking at, but I ended up going with the Fluance. But I was kind of looking for trying to get a good deal on it because they run about $500, which isn't terrible for kind of a mid-level turntable. But like I said, I was just trying to find a good deal. And I came across a website within the last couple of months. So this is July now. So I'd say it was probably May, I think, is when I came across this website. And actually, I believe I posted it in the Vinyl Den Facebook group too, because I'd never heard of it before. It was just kind of a website I came across that was selling this turntable for about $150 less than what it was through Fluance, through Amazon, through the other websites, because they're all right around the same price. But it was under $400 through this website. And I was kind of torn because, like I said, I know there's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of scam websites, especially when it comes to electronics. But I figured I was kind of safe going through PayPal and buying it that route because, hey, if it turns out to be legit, I got a great turntable at a smoking deal. And if it ended up being a scam, I kind of fall back on PayPal and at least get my money back. So I placed the order through the website, and for life of me, I don't even remember the name of the website is. I could probably look it up and tell you, but I placed my order, and when I placed it, it said items normally ship. I think it said 10 to 15 business days. So I knew it wasn't going to be something I was going to get quick. So I was kind of waiting around for it. And then I want to say this was probably the beginning of June, within that first week of June, because actually the morning of Record Store Day, when I was sitting in line, I got a shipping notification for my turntable. And I thought it was kind of strange because I clicked on the link and it said that it had actually been delivered the day before. And the thing that initially caught my eye right away was that it said on the invoice that I had from FedEx that it only weighed 3 pounds. And I know there's no turntable out there, even if you buy a little, one of those little cheap Crosley turntables, that thing's going to weigh more than 3 pounds. So I knew right away that something wasn't, that something was definitely up with this website and with this sale. So I immediately contacted FedEx about it. Actually, I think I actually emailed the shipper first and kind of said, hey, I need some more information on this, because it had the name of whoever signed for the package, but it didn't actually have an address on the shipper from FedEx. All it had was just the city that I live in, which I found that really odd also. So like right away, there's a bunch of red flags, which, obviously I should have seen a bunch of red flags before I even placed the order. It was a new website. I think the domain had only been around for less than a month when I placed that order. So there was a couple of things I should have known before I bought it. Especially when generally if it's the deal is too good to be true, it normally is. So fast forward, I contact the shipper, I contact PayPal, I contacted FedEx about it. I opened up a claim through FedEx, and I waited a couple of days to see what, if anything, they could find out. And I found it was really strange, because I ended up calling FedEx, and they were really not very helpful. They told me, hey, wait 2 days and then have the shipper contact FedEx to put in a claim for a lost package. And it, I kind of figured that wasn't going to happen. I was never going to hear back from the person that had shipped me this. So I immediately contacted PayPal, put in a claim through PayPal, and they were great. PayPal is awesome when it comes to claims. It did take a couple of weeks. I want to say it was probably 2 or 3 weeks before I got my money back, but I knew I would eventually get it back. So once I got my money back through PayPal, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to take any chances. I actually ended up going through, I wasn't going to go through Fluance's website, but I ended up going through Amazon, which actually is through Fluance anyway. That comes through, Amazon doesn't actually stock any of the turntables. It all ships through Fluance or through a second party vendor that they use. So I ended up getting it through Amazon just because it's a little easier to track that way. But so I finally got my turntable, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I can say by looking at the packaging label on here, this thing is 21 pounds. So there was no way I got a 3-pound package that had this turntable in it. I had to move a bunch of stuff around on my desk here. I'm not used to having my microphone on my opposite side here. This is a pretty big box. All right, so crack this thing open. Guess I need to make more room. Let's see here. And this thing seems to be packaged pretty nice. Cardboard. See if I can get all the stuff out of here first. And then I'm going to take I still use my old Audio-Technica LP60 upstairs. I use that as my secondary table. So I'm probably going to take that and put that in storage and probably give it to one of my kids. But then I'm going to I'll take my U-turn and move that upstairs. So it's not like I won't be using that turntable. It's just, it gets a lot more play down here. Oh, this is all the wires and stuff. So just toss it to the side here. There's the dust cover on here, which is I love the smoked dust cover on there. But it's funny, when I put these shelves up, I actually messed up a little bit and put them a little too low. So if I moved them up a little higher, it probably would have worked better. But I actually have to take the dust cover off of my turntable because it won't open up all the way. So I'm glad to see that just clips on. So I'll be able to pull the dust cover off when I use it. I think it's funny it comes with white gloves. I read that in the description. I thought that was really kind of funny. Like I said, this thing seems to be packaged pretty nice. Which I expected it to be, Even my U-turn was packaged really nice. Because obviously when you're shipping something like this, you're not going to toss it in a box and let it get beat up and create issues down the road. I'm throwing my garbage on the floor here. So I ended up going with the piano black. I think it's a pretty sweet color. I kind of went back and forth between this and the new piano white that they have. Just because I wasn't a big fan of white turntables. And then when I got the U-turn, I didn't really have a choice of color. So, but I've been really happy with the way it looks and the way the albums look on it. But I ended up going with the black instead, just because I love the piano look to it. I think it looks, it's got a great finish to it for sure. And then this is going to be the acrylic platter, which this was a big selling point for me, just because down here in my basement I get a lot of static. So, you know, I've been definitely looking for ways to kind of limit the static on my turntable. You know, I've tried cork mats and felt mats, and, you know, I've got the anti-static brushes and things like that. But, you know, and all kind of seem to help, but I think this is really going to make a big difference here. All right, so it's kind of fun. I consider myself kind of a tech-savvy kind of person. I can figure things out pretty easily, but I actually needed to read through the instructions and also watch a YouTube video from Fluance that they've got on the YouTube on how to kind of set up the tone arm, because this is not... you know, even like the U-turn was kind of like you pull it out of the box, slap it together, and use it. Well, there's a little more setup involved with the Fluance, and it you know, you got to set the tone arm, you got to balance it correctly, you got to set the anti-skate and things like that on there. So a little bit more setup involved than some of the other turntables I've used before, but you know, so far this thing looks absolutely fantastic. You know, it's definitely got some weight to it, that's for sure, but it's you know, a solid looking turntable. Looks absolutely beautiful. I don't know, I'm gonna slap this thing together and then set it up on the table there and play some music. I don't know, I'm excited to see how this thing sounds. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. You know, it's been kind of a journey and adventure kind of getting my turntable finally, but I'm excited to have it. And like I said, I'm sure this thing is going to sound, you know, absolutely incredible. I know it's going to be a big sound improvement over my U-turn. Like I said, I've been really happy with the U-turn, and it's just a great, solid turntable. But I know this thing is going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to check it out. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and drop me a comment and let me know what you guys think about the Fluance, if you guys have them or if you guys know anyone that has them. You know, I know they're really popular turntables, and there's a bunch of different models out there, from ones that don't necessarily, I think they come with a standard platter on them, all the way up to the acrylic and different, you know, different stylists and things like that you can get on there. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And come back and check out the show this Sunday with me and Ian. That's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.